Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Adam Lavell and we are continuing editing KatKat 2.0, my wonderful model, and we're on part 4. And in this particular part we're going to be focusing on other adjustments. In the last one we did the curves adjustment to make certain areas lighter and darker. That was before the curves adjustments. This is after. So again, adding a bit more depth to the image. Okay, so this shouldn't take too long, this video, but what I do is I go through the individual ones and see what I like. I clip it first. So I'm using the brightness first. So here it's just about really playing around and seeing what fits right, what looks good. I don't want it too bright, so I'll bring that down, maybe bring the contrast down a bit. The thing about when you do bring up the contrast, the work that you've done before, like say in the curves, you might think, doesn't look as good as it did before. And my eyes are coming to this area here, so I probably made that darker. So what I'm going to do is go back to this, and then with a black paintbrush, just going to go over, I think maybe I darkened it a bit too much. Okay. This is again the reason why I keep these open, just in case I might want to make any adjustments later on the curves. Okay, so that's the brightness. I think I'm going to keep with that, but I always keep them there in case I want to go back and make changes. So yeah, I like the contrast to be higher. Okay, next adjustment is levels. Again, I don't exactly know the technical parts of what it actually does, but I do like to use them. What I tend to do with my images is I bring this slider in a bit and then just see too much. And then bring that see how that's looking. Okay, make sure it's clipped so it only impacts this image and nothing underneath. Okay, and then I go to curves. I've already done. Exposure I don't do until right at the end. So it's going to be saturation and vibrance. Vibrance, I'm going to bring it up a little bit just to add a bit of colour, and I might bring the saturation down a tad as well, because I don't want it to become too orange. So let's see how that looks. Make sure it's clipped. Okay, starting to form shape. Hue saturation I don't really play with. Colour balance I don't really do anything with. Black and white, I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to make it black and white. This is a gradient tool I went to. Basically it kind of transformed the colour from black to white gradually in a gradient format, but I make it black and white, then I go to the blending options, then go down to blend mode luminosity, which brings it back, and then I bring down the opacity. This is a technique that I saw being done. It was Cassie Middles on one of her blogs, and it works for some images, it doesn't for others, but I think it will for this one. So I brought down the luminosity, so that was a gradient, choosing black and white, then going to blend mode by right clicking and then changing this to luminosity, bringing down opacity. So that was before, that was after. Not a huge amount of difference, but every little detail matters. I am going to try something. So when I initially made the whole place dark, I like the skin tone. Yeah, see, I like that skin tone. But I'm not sure about the hair being so dark. I'm wondering if I can keep this skin tone and then this hair, keep it lighter. Oh yeah, I can do that, and I'll tell you how I can do that. So you see how I've brought this down, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to inverse it, and then with a paintbrush I'm just going to paint over the face. Let's try 100% with the white brush. See, that's the thing, like, you'll think of things to do, but because of techniques that you've learnt to do other things, because initially I was thinking, what if I selected this whole hair, or just selected the face only and then just changed within that selection, but that would mean like literally cutting around all of this, and it seems like a lot of hard work. Excuse me. This is far easier. I thought to do it that way initially, so I'm kind of liking that. Don't know what your thoughts are. Please do tell me in the description below. See, this is nice, but I think it's like kind of too light. I like this because it kind of like brings out the freckles, the freckles along the body as well. So I'm happy with that. Okay, so then that's curves that I did. that's pretty much it in terms of the adjustments that I'm going to use for this particular image. So, summarize what I did. I went through the adjustments, I clipped them to my image that I'm working on, and then I went through them and tried to figure out the points of where I want them to be set at, and I just kept building on top of each other, and then using the curves I managed to just change the colour of this, which I kind of like. Okay, so that's this part. So this is part 4 on adjustments. So with your images, play around with the adjustments. I mean, I only use just a few of the many that are here. There are YouTube videos on each and every single one of them, and there are some SL YouTubers who have gone into a lot of detail explaining some of these as well. But the best way to learn about them is to actually use them and see what they do, and you'll have a lot of fun doing it. Okay, I'll see you on the next part, which will be working on the background. No idea what kind of background I'm going to go with for this image, so next part you can help me figure it out. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions about what I did, please do put it in the comments below. If you have any comments, suggestions on what I can do better, how to do things better, then please share them with me. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye.